about this? You see how it just froze up? You see everything that's going on right now? It's because I was literally talking about all of this. It's like they don't want it out there and they don't want no one to know that it's going on. And it is going on because these are some topics that needs to be said. I'm a grandmother. So I'm worried about this is not a true new thing. I told you and graded you receipts that it is a $150 billion a year industry. I read those receipts so they can shut it down, but you can't hide the truth. And I'm not going to stop not talking about it because I want people to be warned about what's going on out there. And they are literally right now, if you look at everything that's going on in America in the schools, it's like they're grooming them to think this stuff is okay. And it's never okay for someone to touch you inappropriately that you don't want to be touched in. Everything is like they're grooming our children for this to be normal. So the powers that be can sit there and try to shut this down. It's not going to stop the fight that I have within myself to save my little boy grandsons, or my granddaughters. Because at any moment, anyone could try that crap with them. And they think it's normalized. And it's never normal. All this child sex trafficking, selling children on the black market, none of this is normal. And I'm not finna shut up or sit down because somebody wants me to. What are you doing? Because you don't want to hear about it. You got your head in the sand because it's happening. Matter of fact, Atlanta, Georgia is one of the biggest sex hubs in the United States. That is why if you go up 75, if you go up 95, if you go 10, if you go up 16, if you go up any of these major hubs and interstates around America, it's called the green light. Is this the green light? Where there's like convenience stores and signs up there saying that if you are sex trafficked and you want to get away, then you notify the cashier, and there's a code that they supposed to do to get you to safety. So I don't care if somebody out here, what, are you one of these people? Then you need to be exposed to for the travesty that you are doing to children. Because like I said, we've already got the receipts that it's $150 billion a year. And I will say this, there is no way for that much money to flood into America that the IRS don't know about it. Because if you can literally, cash, I think it's maybe $5,000. Because when I was a fiduciary person, it was $9,999 before all the red flags in the IRS and everywhere else is zooming in on your bank account. Before they can literally go in there and shut you down. But now they're telling me that it's even lower now. So with these people that are funneling money all over the place, you can't tell me the IRS, the bankers, and the banking association don't know what's going on. And I don't care if it's your step mama or step daddy that is touching children inappropriately, then you need to be bust to the white meat. Because you don't put your hands on them. Let children be children. And too much lately they are being groomed for the wrong reason. And I'm willing to expose creation. They will really kill you because you know that it happens. Red, yellow, black, white, every gamut of every society. It's on the dark web. It's on Facebook. It's on Twitter. It's everywhere. Of all these children out there that's being exposed with sex and sex trafficking. Yes, it is. And it's every walk of life. Red, yellow, black, white, poor, middle class, upper middle class, teachers, coaches, Boy Scouts, priests, preachers, it's all over. And it is our duty to be their protectors and let them know they can be safe. And if someone do touch you, it's not normal. That is all our duty. All of our duty. If you're over a certain age where you know right from wrong, then you need to expose people. And if it's ever happened to you, you feel the same way I do. You feel like you want to expose those SOBs too. And you want to bring them to their knees or Lorena Bobby them. But enough is enough. If we cannot protect the least of these, then eventually we're not human beings ourselves. Like I said, they can twist this, they can freeze this, but I'm going to speak about this. Because I am a grandmother. I'm not stressed, I'm pissed. Because it's going on in pretty much every walk of life that they are preying on our children. And now they are molding them and grooming them at the age of 3 with CRT and everything else. You don't like what I got to say? Then prove to me that I'm wrong. Prove to me when I said it a long time ago, by the age of 3, to start deciding if Latina want to be a little Tommy. Prove it to me where the parents do not have control anymore over their kids. California, it was SB 145. Prove it to me that right now in some high schools that the parents don't even have to be notified if their child want to have a legal abortion. Some of this stuff goes against everything that I believe in, and I'm not going to shut up if they shut me off. I will find another avenue to get this out here, because everybody needs to know of the drama and the hurt and the pain that it causes regular people out there. And a lot of men and women my age and older have had that happen to them, and no one believed anything they had to say. So I'm going to keep getting it out there. I'm going to keep exposing it. And I don't care who you are. You are the scum of the earth. You are the scum of the earth. If you do that and you prey on children, there's nothing good about you in the first place. Not your word, not your integrity, not your honor, not your money, none of it. So it needs to be exposed. And those children need to stay children. And those children need to have a free and unmolested life. Lucretia, you ain't stopped talking. I see all this flicking. And I'm not looking until I get this out of me. Because there's too many men and women right now that's in their 40s and up that had to suppress a lot of stuff that happened to them by people that they know and that they knew and people that they didn't know. And there's a lot of families out there that has buried their heads because a lot of this happened with people that we trust. And sometimes it's even people within our own family units. So this is a sin that won't nobody talk about in anybody's community. But this is a sin that need to be brought to the forefront. And I'm not going to shut up about it, because I don't want another person to be a victim. And I don't want another person out there to think that somebody don't trust them, don't believe in them, and hadn't been through that same issue in their life. But guess what? We overcome. We make it through. We keep living. And there are people out here that believes in you. There's people out here that loves you. There's people out here that support you. And there's people out here that would never call you a liar, because they walk down that same road that you have lived. And sometimes you just need to let it go. But there's a lot of us that has suppressed it for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And it takes a whiff. It takes a song. It takes a memory to bring it all come flooding back, because you suppressed it so deep down inside you of a turmoil and that trauma that you had to deal with. But if you remember it, you be a better person to the next person. You take the next person by the hand and say, it's going to be okay. I'm here to help you along that way. I am here to listen to your tale and your test, because that's your testimony. And I'm his best friend because he's with me. And there's a lot of people, red, yellow, black, and white, that don't have anyone like that in their lives. Anyone that's willing to hear their stories. Anyone that's willing to cry with them. And anyone that's willing to have the compassion to help them through this trauma. It didn't pop back up into my life until I was 40 years old. And it took one corporation to say, you got something in your background. Did you know this? They said it looked like you had to be in your teenage years, and it all come flooding back to me. I'm 47 years old. And when that hit me like a ton of bricks, and it hit me hard because I remembered it all, I said, I will never be ashamed of anything that I have done. And I will help people live their life, and I will help them along that way. And I will help and be there by people when they have no one else. And I'm not finna look down on my next fellow man. And I will try to treat everyone with honor and integrity. Until you treat me funky, I will treat you funky back. But some of these topics, the powers that be knows what's truly going on, because a lot of them are involved. And it's going to take regular citizens like me, you, and other people that we don't know to come together to put a stop to this. I'm not stopping my show because you don't want to hear what I got to say. You better tell me where I led you wrong, gave out misinformation, or even told a lie. So I am sorry if it ever happened to you or one of your loved ones, but it has happened to a lot of people that refuse to even talk about it. So we're at the bottom of the hour. We'll be right back. Go ahead, Dave. This is Lucretia Hughes with the Real News with Lucretia Hughes. I am making this to let y'all know the new merchandise is up on the store. We thank you so much for the support, supporting the small businesses of America. Go over there and check out our merchandise. And yes, it's all made in-house. And we do customize. So again, thank you so much for supporting us and gotten this far. Y'all go over and check out our new merchandise at our Facebook shop and also Etsy, Fallback USA. Y'all order it today.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt McGregor and I'm running for Lieutenant Governor here in the state of Georgia. Are you tired of the lies? Are you tired of the cheating? Are you tired of the stealing? If you're tired of all this, if you're tired of messing around, if you're tired of your government failing you and the future of our kids, then vote for me, Matt McGregor, Lieutenant Governor.
I was having a conversation, and welcome back to the Real News. For anyone out there, let me tell you how to survive. I've said this before, and it's simple. It really is simple. It's just you got to do it. If you ever have what you call a mind's eye, you have imagination. If you're able to meditate, hypnotize yourself, whatever you want to call it, I'm gonna need for you to go back to when that triggered you. Of when that day happened and that you suppressed it so far. But guess what you did? Not only did you suppress it so far, you forgot about that little girl in that fetal position. You forgot about that part of your life that you buried a long time ago. At this point in your life, as being whatever age you are, go back in your mind's eye. Go back to that little girl or that little boy, and you take them by the hand. You get on your knees. And you can see yourself. You remember what you look like if you close your eyes right now. Most of us can close our eyes and we can go back. A lot of us can read a book and we can put ourselves right there in that book. Some of us can literally just sit there and travel into that. Have you ever been so into a book you like, holy crap, I feel like I'm there? That's what you can do. Go back to that time of your life that traumatically happened to you. And you get on your knees and you look at that little girl and just hold your hand out. And you talk to her and you say, we made it. We made it. I'm such age now. We made it. Take my hand. And then you pull her back into this reality as a whole human because you left half of yourself back there. And that's where a lot of us keep forgetting that we left ourselves behind because it was so traumatic. You go back in your mind's eye. I don't care if you got to weep about it. You get back there and you bend down and you face what happened. Because you got over it. You made it over. You made it older through heartache, pain, trials, and tribulations. But this day, you made it when you didn't think you could. So you go back in your mind's eye, and your heart's eye, and your soul's eye, and you go back to your younger self, and you kneel down and have that conversation, and you make her look you in your eye, because you can do it. And you tell her, take my hand. And I guarantee you bring it back into reality, this reality, and you will start healing slowly but surely. Welcome back to the Real News with Lucretia Hughes. I am Lucretia Hughes. I don't know what that was. I'm not going to stop. So many, she said it happened to her when she was 6. It happened to me when I was 6, and I suppressed a lot of that. But it also made me make a lot of bad decisions in my life that I couldn't figure out why I hated myself for so long. So I'm sick of these people that say blame the victim. You never do that. But you never leave that person behind. So I don't care if I'm talking to a man, do it. If you can get into a movie and you can make yourself right there, then you can get back in your mind's eye and bring yourself back to that point in your life that something went wrong. and you go back and you talk to that person just like you are today to let them know you made it through all of it and you're still here, and start mending yourself. And that is where the love starts really, really coming in. So when people's like, you used to, that's the point. You live back there. I don't. That made me who I am today. That made me overcome a lot. That made sure that I won't go back through it again. And that means that my test is now my testimony. And maybe that's your message too. Because once you forgive yourself for whatever you did, then maybe no one can shake you or throw something up in your life that they still didn't holding on to. So that's why I'm saying, girl, you bold. It took a lot just to get here. A lot of hypnotizing myself, okay? Because you could go over there on YouTube and actually do it yourself if need be. It took a lot of positive affirmations. It took a lot of forgiveness. But it took me to be strong and stop allowing other people to mold my future because of my damn past. So if it happened to me when I was 6 years old, I'm not going to blame myself no more. Miss Marjorie said it happened to her, and I suppressed that molestation. I suppressed not talking about it, but I won't anymore. Because there's so many people out here that has dealt with this that feels like they are dirty, they're used, they're no good. And I'm here to tell you, you are a child of God, of what he made you to be. And that sin is not on you. And a lot of people right now thinking it's their fault, and it never will be. So like I said, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I don't know where that came from. I don't know. This is not a scripted show, as y'all see. But I will talk to you just like I talk to myself a lot. Because we are all still in this together. So like I said, y'all don't forget about the Faith Over Fear rally. Y'all go over there to the Eventbrite. Y'all make sure y'all register. Y'all go to our Etsy store, Faith Over Fear. And if you can donate, please do. If you have it, please help us. And I don't mind begging if that's what people think I'm doing. But I can guarantee you, if you come here, you'll get fed. So welcome back. Hey there, Lisa, what is going on? Melody, how you doing? What's going on? Hey Lisa, Facebook, stop your feed again. I'm still gonna roll, Miss Roland. You a minister. If Satan didn't stop you at this point in your life, I'm definitely not letting him stop me right now. And if you think I care about Comcast or Facebook because my cell phone didn't freeze, when you know I'm still on the road, jump over to another one. Get over there on my Facebook page, on my original page. I still was rolling. I probably was hiccuping, doing the pop, lock, and lock it. But I know what I said, and I meant what I said. And for whoever heard me, it was meant to hear exactly what I said. I'm not going to bite my tongue. I'm not going to apologize for anything I said. And if I stepped on your feet, then you perv, get out of here. We don't need you. We don't want you nowhere around us. We don't even want you on this page. If you think it's okay to hurt other people in any type of way, I don't want you anywhere around our family. So maybe it'll show through, maybe it won't. But God let the people that needed to hear what I said. And I'm not taking any of it back. Not for Facebook, not for DLive, not for YouTube, not for anyone. Because too many of us out here are living in darkness and unforgiveness and being victims. And enough, we are survivors. We are strong. And that's how we're supposed to roll. So I could care less. You can't hear this, Marjorie. This means. Everybody needs to say it. It's just that simple. This means. This means war. This means. I'm not stopping. Put them together. I got joy in my soul. God is in control. I got Satan on my trail, but I'm singing all is well. He's attacking every day, but I'm watching while I pray. No matter the attacks, we won't turn back. Cause this means, play the whole thing, Dave, play the whole thing. This means, woo, learn the words, people, we ain't turning back. This means, you're gonna take that little child and bring them forward. This means, cause it's that easy. It is truly that easy. I plead the blood. I plead the blood against all hate, harm, and danger. Yeah, I do. For every child molester, pervert, sinner out there. For everyone that thinking this okay, it's not. I plead the blood. Keep going. I've been the storm and the rain, but the blood still stays the same. Whatever's going wrong, my war clothes are on. I might be in a daze, but you can't have my praise. No matter the attacks, I won't turn back, cause this means war. It's too much, y'all, too much. This means I'm so over this. I'm over it all. This means you call it being stressed, I call it being pissed off. This means, because it's just too much going on right now. You can't have my family, not my children either. You can't have my increase. You can't have my nation. You can't have my breakthrough. None of it. You can't, I plead. Just that simple. Yes, it's that simple. I plead the blood. You can't have it. I plead. It's a prayer of protection. It's a prayer of protection. This means war. There's power in your praise. There's power in your praise. Prayer changes things. This means war. Don't take it lying down. Ever. This means war. It's that simple. Thank you, Dave. Somebody need to hear that besides me. You can't have any of it. Because if we made it this far, okay, keep pleading it and keep walking through faith. That's all you can do. So let's get on over here. Hey, Miss Cheryl, how you doing out there? Let's get to these. We got a couple minutes left. It's crazy. Hey, pistol packing patriot. Pew, pew. Ha ha, I love it. Pistol packing patriot. What's going on, D-Live? I love that. I know it. Jeez. It's worse than we thought. Complete list of armaments U.S. is leaving to the Taliban as Islamist group, enough to fortify them for years. Okay. What? Okay, give me another one. Give me another one. It says, group of GOP state attorneys, generals, fire a letter off to the ATF opposing push to regulate gun parts. They're going to try all they want. But whatever. Lucretia, just sometimes you got to go. Washington Post. Really? Oh. I can't read it, but it says a report in Arizona delayed after cyber ninja chief. If you didn't know, we was hacked again this weekend. Y'all ready for this? I got that article. You better believe it. State Department hit by another cyber attack. Keep reading them. It says the State Department and T-Mobile too. It says the State Department, let me close that out. I'm sorry for the noise. State Department is the latest to fall victim to a cyber attack, and notifications of a possible serious breach was made by the Department of Defense Cyber Command, it was told Saturday. It said it remains unclear if any department operations were affected by the breach, but a source familiar with the mass evacuation of thousands of Americans in Afghanistan, Afghans in Kabul, said that the Operation Ally Refuge has not been affected. You believe them? You can't believe anything come out their mouth. Keep going. The extent of the breach and the predators behind the attack remains unclear at this time. The department it says the department takes seriously its responsibility to safeguard its information. You didn't learn that from the Treasury Department that got hacked in January? No? You didn't learn that from Equifax? No? Okay, whatever. It says the department takes seriously. My credit is frozen, and if you think you finna get anything on my credit, you got another thing coming. All right, takes responsibility to safeguard its information, continuously takes steps to blah, 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 blah. It says, the exact timing of the breach is still unknown. Probably happened months ago. We just now finding out. You know, come on, it's the government. It says, along with whether there was any efforts made to mitigate such attacks. After all this time, after Treasury Department. And you ain't have no backup wall. You ain't have no firewall. You ain't have any of that when, what was that, a month ago? I'm literally throwing up articles and pages of where you seeing all these different things was crashing at the same time. Probably what's just happened right there. What? It's like, come on. You ain't getting nothing off my credit. So if you're trying to go get a house or a car or a piece of chewing gum, it's not gonna work. You picked the wrong woman. It's like, you know, this is the Department of Revenue. We're coming to lock you up. Well, you better come on then. You better come on. You ready to come to chink chink? What are you finna get? I got some children. Click. That's how you know you get them off the phone. Just what you gonna get? We're gonna come and lock you up. Okay then, I'll meet you at the door. You what's your last 4 digits of your social? You call me. You call me. Then you know how many kids I got. You know how old they are, and you know how many. Then you come on, go pick one of them up. You just pick one. You have them. Click. Oh, you wanted me to go get a Walmart gift card? That ain't gonna happen. It says that the news of the breach come just weeks after the Senate Homeland Security Committee rated the department overall information program as a D. Hey, but no wonder they want your kids dumb. They're trying to leaven out the bar, you know, just trying to bake that bar, you know, because if they got a D in the damn Senate, they got a D, y'all. They got a D. Lucretia, put your head down. This is the United States information. And you scoring a D on security. What you talking about, Willis? The lowest possible rating within the federal government motto. What the hell? Boo. Boo. That start with a B. B. Sound like Barack Obama back up in office. I mean, anybody remember our Moody rating and our credit score just dropping in America? Y'all forgot about that too. Okay then, let's keep going, Lucretia. What? Something about my grandson doing a fundraiser and I'm gonna have to buy something. They ain't in school, are they? Ain't got forgot about all those fundraisers at school. We're finna get hit up for some cheddar for DJ and his school fundraising. They still do that? Okay. Breaking news. Buffet plastic shields don't work. The end. I could have told y'all that. I'm sitting here like, you know that ain't gonna work, right? Why y'all behind that plastic shield? That don't work. That really don't work. I'm just saying it don't work. Hi. Now, if you heard that, it don't work. Keep going. Report. Plastic barriers ineffective against coronavirus, possibly making spread worse. The end. It's like, come on. The air current's gotta go somewhere, people. Who thought that was a bright ass idea? Plastic barriers with no walls. That's wide open. This is wide open. That is wide open. That is wide open. But it's gonna make you feel better. That's like them stupid masks. Okay then, fine. I'm gonna read it. Ugh. Those plastic shields propped up in restaurants, classrooms, office buildings around the country, and grocery stores may be ineffective, you don't say, against the coronavirus and might even possibly be making the spread worse. No. Lucretia, I'm being facetious. It says, New York Times reported about this. So is that fake news, misinformation? It came from the New York Times. All right, it says, those scientists and researchers, trust the science, could not conclusively state whether or not plastic barriers, just like them damn shields. Lucretia, can you stop interjecting your own? Okay, fine. It's just trying to get it out there. Not plastic barriers and any impact on coronavirus. Well, duh. Lucretia, stop trying. Stop it. Read it. Okay, eventually, the evidence currently shows that plastic barriers are shown to be disruptors of airflow and ventilation to the point that the virus become more transmissible The barrier is also shown to give people a false sense of security. Can I talk now? No shit, Sherlock. Gonna have to take them down. Cause it's up to us to never put them up. At a buffet. At a buffet. What? I sit here like, hey, you know that wind just went all the way around you, right? Okay, but just, if you think so, it's to keep you safe. I just wanted to blink at some of these people. You touching my money. How's that keeping you safe? You sliding my food by. How's that keeping you, Lucretia? I just wanted to ask people this. So when I finally went back to Five Guys, and then they had that stupid barrier up, I said, hey, ask Dave. Did I not? I was like, it's not here. I was being an ass. You can go buy that shirt at a store, Fallback USA. We the people told you so. I'm gonna have to just say, I told you dang so. And then I'm gonna put the episode up there where I actually said it so people can go back and watch. Who thought that was a bright ass idea? I really wanted to ask that. I said, why it look like everything is at Ryan's? Why? Are we going to a buffet? Why is everybody behind this plexiglass? Somebody got rich from stupidity. Who makes these plexiglass? Cause they got rich. It don't work. You ain't gotta, ma'am, there's a gap right there. What are those for? What is it supposed to do? I'm still finna give you my credit card. Here. I did not do that. I did sneeze in public once and everybody just stopped and looked at me and I was like, what the hell wrong with y'all? Lucretia. Well, I really got to that point. Seriously, I was busting up in stores with no mask on, daring for somebody to, I was wanting argument. Lucretia, take this serious. I'm trying. I can't. No. No. Yeah, they did take it, but I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, they did take it. Yes, they did. Oh, you're so condescending. What gave you that bright ass idea? Fine, I'll finish it without trying to say something else smart aleckishly. It says, under normal circumstances, air, you know, like Avatar, air, water, wind, earth. Okay, stop. Air typically replenishes within a room every 15 to 30 minutes. But with the plastic barriers, research shows a rupture in the airflow that will create dead zones where virtually aerosol particles can build up and become highly concentrated. I'm gonna go home safe. Ma'am, you just touched my food. Keep going. There are some situations in which the clear shields might be protected. Where? Golden Corral? Because that's the only place where little, baby kid and them don't sneeze nowhere. I don't want droplets down in my food. That's the only place that needs to be. Sneeze. Sit. But it depends on a number of variables. Lucretia, read. It says the barrier can stop big droplets ejected during a cough and sneeze from splatters on other, which is why buffets and salad bars, I need to have a TikTok. I just TikTok that one. Often are equipped and transparent sneeze guard above food. Yeah. I always thought we was going to, Golden Corral with all these damn, okay, stop, Christian. But COVID spreads largely through unseen aerosol particles. It says while there's not much real world research, how are we supposed to trust the science then? Did they work at Golden Corral? It says research on the impact of transparent barriers and the risk of disease. I could have told you it wasn't a bright, stop. Scientists in the United States and Britain have begun to study the issue. Now. And the results and findings are not reassuring. You're so condescending. I'm very condescending on this stuff. It says a professor of civic and environmental engineering from Virginia Tech said that the presence of plastic barriers in the classroom could create aerosol traps that increase viral transmission. It says if you have to foster the barriers in a classroom, it is going to interrupt with proper ventilation of that room. Everybody's aerosol are going to be trapped and stuck there and building up. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Just Lucretia, can you be any more condescending? Yeah, actually, I'm a Gemini. It gets worse than that. And I'm the second born of 9. I could get even a Jonier. Who believe this? Who are they? Who thought that was a bright ass idea? Who got rich? Somebody rich off those barriers. I wish I would have thought of that. Ripley's, believe it or not.
It cost a lot of small businesses money.
And I still didn't get my salad. Just like waiting on salad dressing or something. It's like, are we at a buffet? Are we going to a... What is this about? When I first walked up in the store, I was taken aback. I mean, I clutched my fake pearls. And trust me, I have a lot of fake pearls. You wouldn't know until you actually looked at them real good. But I clutched my fake pearls and I said, what is that supposed to do? Hey. I literally did that to one lady in Kroger. Lucretia, you were so mean. No, I wasn't. I just wanted to prove a point. You got a shield right here. You know I'm putting this down on the conveyor belt, right? You know I can see you. There's nothing right there, ma'am. Go ahead then. Go ahead, fine. Would that be cash or credit? Here's my credit card right here, ma'am. It's just like I reached all the way around it. I never went under the thing. I'm like, here. You finna... Oh, I'm supposed to do that. I'm just trying to prove a point. And then I stopped going outside because I just couldn't deal with humans for it anymore. I just stayed at home and tried to be the smartest one in the house. I'm so glad this show over. I cannot get more condescending than that because Dave looked at me like I'm cray-cray. Right? And they don't even have no size on them things. I'm sitting here like, I went to medical school. I mean, I kind of dropped out and just went to the cheapest thing that I could do. But then we all take the same core classes. Where all these smart doctors at? I can't be the only one out here asking questions. Like, wind currents. Have anybody thought about wind currents? Anyone? You know, us growing up, there was always, here, Max, what was that cassette? Maxwell, the M.A. Maxwell, was it Maxwell cassette players? When the guy was sitting there in his chair and it was like the wind current was knocking him back from all the bass? That's how it works. Have you ever seen a test dummy vehicle when they's having the wind currents just fly over that car and it goes up and around? What is the shield stopping? It's gonna go around it. No? That's all you could afford? So you wearing that mask for what? I asked someone, I said, why you got that mask on? It makes me feel better. But it ain't gonna save you from nothing. Ma'am, you got that material from Hobby Lobby. We appreciate American made though, but come on, who told you that? N95, mama, you finna put an N95 filter in a cloth mask in the summertime. No one can breathe. No one is going to be able to breathe. Then guess what they came out and said about the N95? I said this here. But you know what? If you want to wear your mask, do not look at me like I'm supposed to, join in on your tomfoolery, because I ain't believing that. You're going to have to show me some scientific facts. And I need to see a frontline doctor actually admit this foolishness, because I'm about to argue with him. And I'm waiting on somebody to say, you didn't go to medical school. Yeah, I did. Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. Yes, I did. We're at the bottom of the show. So like I said, y'all make sure y'all get over there to the Faith Over Fear. Oh, Bree is so sweet. Get over there to the Faith Over Fear. Make sure that y'all register on the Eventbrite. Go over to our Etsy store. And then make sure that you go over there to our PayPal. We really appreciate it. 2 weeks and 5 days. 2 weeks and 5 days. I done lost so many friends because you're so kind of... And I'm not. I'm just real. I don't like people lying to me. I don't like people lying to society. I don't like liars, period. And for somebody to sit here and I'm blinking at you, even medical school 101, before all of us split up to whatever profession we truly wanted to have, we all take the same core classes. I ain't never understood that, so I'm glad we're at the end of the show. Go ahead, Dave. Hey, that's for them skipping on me earlier. What? We on the move, y'all. We're moving those salad bar trays and barriers out the way. Just take your power back. Say, take your power back. There's been so many things that's held us down. Shields, barrier. But now it look like things are finally coming around. Breathe. I know we got a long, long way to go. And where we end up, I don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're putting ourselves together. We're polishing up our acts now. If you felt like you've been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. Hey, I want y'all to listen to every word I say, every word I say. Woo, woo, USA, USA. One of these days, I'm sure gonna be in Facebook jail, half stuff I say. I'm just, they go like, algorithms, yeah, just what? At least you cannot say that I give misinformation, false information, or I lie. I read you the receipts. I read you the topics. I read you the articles. We usually tell you where to find them at. So nothing that I say on my show can't be backed up by a verifiable website, dictionary, or anything else. If you don't like the way I have to say it, tough titties. I can say it with my pinky in the air, but it's still gonna come out to the point you're not gonna like what I gotta say. I was not raised to sugarcoat anything. And the way this world is turning and what's going on in the United States, we don't have time for that. And that's the black girl clap, okay? I ain't got time for that. It's just too much stuff that is tacking regular folks on a daily basis to continue to sugarcoat it to the real grown people. And if you're over the age of 21 is the only people really should be watching me, because I can get vulgar sometimes. Not that vulgar, but I can. But I can guarantee you, everything that comes out of my mouth, you can verify it with a news source that they even put out there, because I only read from them in the first place. I just don't want to hear what they got to say. So y'all have a good night. Holla. Faded to black. Creation, that was...
Here we go, she's on 5 to 7, 9 to 10 p.m. on the Range Broadcasting Fallback Productions. Talks about topics of the day and loves her country, the U.S. of A. Got her Get Right rally on tax day. Got family country, Trump is her thing. She don't know the songs, gives Dave a hard time. Don't worry, it's fine, he's still her Valentine. Keeps us in the loop. Don't you know, sit back and enjoy the Lucretia Hughes Show.